As far as today's session is concerned, participants able to hear me clearly? Yes, everyone? So, in yesterday's session, we introduced to stacks, and today we'll see some of the more interesting applications that can be performed on that to evaluate one of the interesting application that is based on stack and its evaluation. We will okay. Uh, there was some noise in the voice. I'll try to speak up a little louder so that you could hear it clearly. So in the yesterday's session, we have discussed about introduction to stacks. We also studied some code related to development of stack, and we also got the knowledge that stack is termed as LIFO, that is last in first out. And one of the application of stack is simply reversing the contents which are been put up. Now, in order to go into deeper applications and understand the usability of the stack module, we will simply demonstrate some of the other applications. I share the screen for you. So base is stack to go to the deeper things. You can use contents in and so the very beginning application or the first application you can work with stack is reversing the contents of array. Now this array can be a numeric array, or it can be a character array, or even a string. So we can say it can also be used to reverse contents of a string also. So when we have to reverse the array, only the data type is to be when we work multiple data types. So it's similar. Now there are cases when you might have seen various compilers. For example, if you are using a code block or C++ suppose, so you can see some punctuation marks like this. So it is nothing but start of a block and end of block. Another punctuations you can see they are used in arrays. The second punctuation. So let us define it what it is. First punctuation is related to block in C or C. Second punctuation you can see it is definitions of array and some expressions or functions you can implement using rounded brackets. So we can say these are generally used for functions or some expressions also be used to identify the completeness of a particular expression with respect to punctuation. We also see these applications in is parsing. What is this parsing? Give some examples as example in HTML and it will have some syntax that HTML must be completed by a \HTML. So this syntax is nothing but we have to check with the parser is termed as contents between that tag. So parsing is related to syntax, and you might have another examples in C++. The code statement is terminated by semicolon. So this rules is to be verified by the compilers, and therefore one of the application is, now how this parsing works is binary tree or similar structures, and traversing between these trees. So one of the parse trees will be drawing in our expression evaluation. We'll see these concepts. Most important point is recursive algorithm design. So when stack is being concerned, it is also used by system. So we say stack is for user as well as system. So there are two stacks. One is user defined. So compiler has its own stack program. Any recursive algorithm, a function, so we knowingly or unknowingly we are using stack in compilers. So when there are recursive stored on stack. Now most of the jump instructions, jump instructions function call, it uses internal stack defined by your operating system or compiler. These are the few applications of stack. We can use lot of them. Now another interesting application is sorting. So if you sort the contents in ascending order, you can reverse it. So ascending can be converted to descending order using stack. So simple application of stack is sorting techniques. Not too limited, but you can use stack in games. So the example game was discussed, that is TOH. That was nothing but Tower of Hanoi. So that we have shown you yesterday. So you can make this kind of simple games using stack. Now what this game implies? So the person who finished the development of tower in minimum number of moves, that can be declared as a winner. That is, the puzzle can be solved by anyone, that is of Tower of Hanoi, but the one who uses a minimum number of moves will be declared as the winner. And that pattern can be used for machine learning and so on. So it can be act as a supervised learning model. So you can develop such games which will increase the intelligence of the programming concepts. Now another applications, it has a wide range of applications in priority. So if you want to give priority, the previous functions can be loaded on stack, and the new priorities can be given to the topmost or upcoming process. So you can use stack in giving priority. So you can assign priority to task. The last task can execute first. So you can put up such kind of priorities, and whichever there at the top of the stack, and it will be executed first. And lots more applications can be developed based on the knowledge of stack. Now, going to the deeper as far as syllabus is been concerned, one of it is expression evaluation. So what is this expression evaluation? We will first see the types of expression. So generally people write expressions in the form of three methods. One is infix expression, second is prefix expression, and last is postfix expression. Each one have their own importance or significance. Let us see a simple example of a formula a plus b multiplied by c. So you can see over here a particular formula is in between two data elements. So a is variable, b is another variable, preferred type numeric, and it is performing out. So this is pure mathematics. We will not go deeper into it. Now let us see the prefix evaluation of. So over here we have to first see which symbol is the first. So I put it, first symbol is over here, that is plus. Scan your infix expression from left to right, and we'll write the first expression was plus, and you can see that the second expression is multiplication sign. So we have to first find the priorities, which applications should it work. So a plus b can be written as a b plus. The previous to a plus b, due to priority, b into c will be executed. So over here we can use the particular notation, that is the first expression that will be executed in the given is b into c, and it can be written in this way. Okay, so we'll express this in but for currently these notations can be said as prefix notations. Now what about postfix notations? Again we will have the elements that will be working with the particular system. So we have the first is multiplication, so it will multiply b into c, and there can be an addition like that. So this expression will evaluate to the postfix expressions. Now if you put some parentheses to it, then it will give priority, and the application will have a different formulas for implement infix and expressions. Infix and postfix expressions can be different. Let us study the question. Now we have taken the expression as A plus B into C. So this is expression 1. Now one is changed in this way: A plus B. Try to evaluate its prefix and postfix. So you will get something like this: plus AB, and over here it is multiply and then C. So it simply implies that the bracket gives significant importance to execute A plus B prior to B into C. And if you observe this prefix expression for expression 1, then it will be little different. So priorities are provided based on two factors. One is the priority of the symbol, and second is highest priority is given anything with it. Now let us see one simple example. What happened if I, by mistake or typing mistake, missed one of the round brackets? So your calculations will be wrong. It will be expression 2 will be evaluated as expression 1, and first of all there will be a parsing error due to non-completeness of the expressions. So one of the laboratory experiment is we will have that completeness of punctuations. We will see in tomorrow's session. Now after this, let us see what is evaluation of postfix. But plus B, so it will give A plus AB plus A plus B will become AB plus, and C will take. So we have first is infix expression, second is prefix expression, and next is postfix expression. In exams, it comes 100%. These three expressions, 100% it comes in exams. Therefore, I have taken just basic example. We have not gone to the deeper one. So now let us give you a simple expression and you try to evaluate its prefix and postfix. So the expression is x plus y divided by z multiplied by p minus q. So this is your expression 1, which is an infix expression. Participants try to convert this expression into a prefix and postfix and put your answer in your chat box. I'll give you 2 minutes to solve this expression. Okay, so you try to convert it into the prefix and postfix, and I have given you the infix expression. Okay, so your time starts now. Try it. By 10:36, I'm expecting that you will put up your answers in the chat box. So the infix expression is given. We expect you to convert it into prefix and postfix and provide the answer for the same. Yes, participants, anybody is able to solve? First of all, are you working on it or you have lost the track? Yes, anyone has evaluated the answer? We will not start further if you are not able to evaluate things. You have to practice it yourself little, and if the session is interactive, then you will be more creative to your work and able to learn. So this is the simplest example we have discussed today. Yes, anyone has the answer. Don't worry about the accuracy. Yes, participants, I'll put the expression in the chat box. You have to convert it into an infix expression is given. Prefix and postfix notations of the same is to be generated, and you have to put it in the chat box. Don't worry about its accuracy, but you should try and put it in the chat box. This is a very important topic and it has lots of significance. So I recommend all of you that yes, Aditya has given some output over here, but Aditya, this parenthesis, there is only one parenthesis and down. So you have to revise the parenthesis, you have to remove the parenthesis and then put it up. Good work. You have to remove the parenthesis and check with the output. So participants, don't worry about the accuracy. Whatever you able to do, put it up the work and we'll see how much you understood with the given concept, and it has really good marks in exams. Therefore, it 100 times comes in exam, and we have to practice this a lot because you might lose to 3 to 6 marks minimum in your exams. So this a simple concept has lot of weightage. Yes, Aditya, try to remove the parenthesis and put it up again, so we'll be able to analyze your output correctly. Yes, anyone else has evaluated the expression? Okay, let me make something clear so it will be more interesting and accurate answers will be retrieved from us, and that will grow your confidence. So I'll just share the screen for you. Now consider that this is the given application and we have to work with converting it into prefix. So all here it is prefix expression evaluation. How to do that? So prior to this, we will first understand the infix expression. First, try to highlight which will be the first expression that will be evaluated. So when you scan from left to right, you'll find that y divided by z will be executed. Able to understand this? or any query. Observe that the infix expression is of type number 1 followed by a symbol and followed by number 2. So this symbol has priority. Okay. So when we have to use prefix, just previous of number 1, and then you have to quote number 1 and then you have number 2. So this is the simplest example, prefix. Now looking at the priority of the symbol, plus has lower priority than division, therefore division operation will be executed first. So we'll write something like this: y z. Okay, so symbol is clear. Then number 1 was y and number 2 was z. Now next is we have to find, convert this into a variable. So let us say I convert it into a variable. Okay, so when we convert into variable a, then this expression will be converted into something like this, that is x plus a, x plus a multiplied by p minus q. Okay, so a is nothing but y divided by z. Now we have one option, that is a, and let us scan it again. So we get the first symbol plus, second symbol is multiplication, and next symbol is division. Multiplication has higher priority than plus, and multiplication will be executed. So we'll group this again and let us find its prefix multiplied by a, p, and let us change it to a particular symbol, say p. Okay, so we have a second statement, that is a into p, and we rename it as, again putting it into the expression. So x plus, it is multiplication sign. So over here a into p, so I multiplied by a, this entire symbol will change to p minus q. Okay, because the meaning of b is a into p, the meaning of z. So both these internal operations executed and they are relabeled as a and b. Now over here you can see plus has equal priority as minus, so you can execute plus priority over here. So how to do that is put the plus mark, xp, and let us do. So next you will get c minus q. We converted into a prefix form as 6. Okay. Everyone getting this? So final answer is nothing but this will be represented. So d is equal to c minus q. Now let us reverse our contents. So what is meaning of c? You can see c is nothing but x plus p. So I put x, sorry, plus xb. So we have to replace c with plus x b. Element was q. So we have modified it. Now what to replace? So here we have changed the value of c. Now we'll update the value of b. So what is the value of b? B is nothing but a plus further. So we replace b as multiple. So let us change the expression of a. So we'll change what is the meaning of a. A is y divided by z. So we replace it y divided by z. And finally this is your answer of the prefix expression. Everyone getting the concept of how to convert an infix expression into prefix. Okay. So when you work with it lots of times, you will assume that when it is a prefix expression, generally all the symbols will come to the leftmost side, and you will have all the variables that are interacting with it to the rightmost side. Okay. Now, second way, how to convert this everything into infix. So we say this is a prefix expression, and you can want to convert it into an infix equivalent. So this is sometimes asked in exam. So you scan from the right now, you will find the first symbol, that was backslash, and you pop two elements from this and put it in the middle. So we have two elements, that is yz. So it will convert into y divided by z, and you can put it in brackets for your understanding purpose. Again requote it. So what is remaining? Minus plus multiplication is remaining, and we get here p and q is remaining. So when you scan, this equation is already been solved, so we will not going to touch it. Moving to the leftmost side, you will get the multiplication sign. So you put it between the two terms, that is yz multiplied by pq. So we'll modify further. Again, we have the notation just minus then plus y divided by z, and after that there is a multiplication with p, and this expression is now completed. So you can put it in brackets. So these brackets are for only for identification, not really required. Now what is remaining is q. Something is x. Okay, x is there. This is to be put it out. Okay. So now we have evaluated these two operations, and now what is remaining is x. So x is to be added with the second element is nothing but this total brackets. So we'll put it out over here. We'll put minus sign first, and in the bracket there will first element is x, symbol to be added is plus, and then you can use this y divided by z multiplied by p, and finally you can write q. So after evaluating it, one symbol is remaining, so it can be inserted over here. So the final expression, insert this minus sign in between the entire symbol. So after your expression is been evaluated, you can simply remove this parenthesis. It is not required now, and check whether you are getting the same results as the original one. So you can see this was the original expression, which is similar to the evaluated one. Everyone getting the concept of converting an infix expression to prefix and prefix conversion to infix? Yes, participants? Yes, anybody has any questions on today's topic of expression evaluation? Yes, participants? So I recommend all of you that whenever you convert this given infix expression, suppose we have converted this infix expression into an equivalent prefix expression, then you can validate it whether you can reverse the process to get the original equation. If your outcome of the infix is similar to the given infix expression, then your prefix is also correct. So you can first validate it. That is the significance of today's session. In tomorrow's session, we'll go for the deeper of postfix evaluation, and then we'll see how calculators can be implemented for expression evaluation using stack and prefix or postfix evaluations. Fine. So as far as today's session is concerned, today's code is CU01 and lecture session 24. So if you don't have any queries, you give the attendance using the code CU0134. Okay, participants. So practice it at home, because practice will make you understand the topic stronger. If any queries, always try to discuss in the lectures, online lecture sessions, or you can WhatsApp. So end of the session over here. Thank you.